Good morning, buenos dias, guten morgen, ohayo gozaimasu, zhao sheng hao. How about a fun little game? The first few people that can name all those languages correctly in the comments, I'll drive your way and I'll buy you coffee. And heck, I won't even limit it to the US. As I travel around, hey, I'm hoping to meet up with a few of you on the road. So I landed in Austin, Texas here just a few days ago, and it is the cooler part of the year. It got pretty windy last night. That's why I decided to do this filming in the car. You wouldn't have been able to hear me otherwise. My tent, I didn't stake it down, but my body weight helped keep it down throughout the night. And I drove from Rapid City, South Dakota to Texas. The bulk of it was done in 2 days, but it took me 3 days of driving. And if you're planning to do longer road trips, if you're time constrained, buying an electric car does not make sense. Well, gas-powered cars are still gonna get you places faster. My road trip was almost exactly 1,000 miles, and it took me 23 to 24 hours. If I was in a gas-powered car, it would have only been about 20 hours. And that difference in timing was mainly the charging stations taking a little bit longer to fill up. I used supercharging stations just about the entire way down. Although, I mean, relative to a gas car, I did save some money. I'll add it up, but I think it was under $100, so I'll throw it up on the screen. The first night I got to Hays, Kansas. Not a very big town, city. I found a free charging station, and I did a little bit of stealth camping there overnight, so I woke up to mostly full battery and got an early start that second morning. The second night I made it all the way to Texas, I think. I was at a rest stop or a truck station, quite a few others sleeping there along the highway, so I felt pretty safe. And then the final day I drove in just a few hours to the northern part of Austin. I landed in a park called Berry Springs Park and Preserve, and I'm blown away. Like, it doesn't feel like Texas, but then again, it is the cooler part of the year. When I got there, the main camping site area, I was greeted by the campsite host, and he was very friendly, answered all my questions, and really helped out. There was a Boy Scout troop, so quite a bit of activity. I rolled in over the weekend. But I ended up staying in the primitive campsites, which for primitive, those are pretty advanced primitive campsites. They had picnic tables, a fire pit, worked out really well. The first morning that I got up and started wandering around, I stumbled upon a tour group. There were master gardeners giving a walking tour. It was free, and they were explaining and just telling about some of the local flowers. So it was really cool to see. And that's one of the many reasons I decided to go on this adventure, this nomad Tesla lifestyle. And I got pretty good at identifying flowers, so let's see here. Yep, those are flowers. Yeah, those are flowers as well. Yeah, more flowers. Oh, that one? Nah. Leaves of 3, Let It Be. Gotta watch out for poison ivy. But all jokes aside, these impromptu learning opportunities are just one of many reasons I wanted to kind of adventure and live this nomadic lifestyle out of a Tesla. I got laid off end of last year, and I just didn't know, I'd probably only get harder to do this down the road as more responsibilities are piling on. And one of the other big benefits, or one of the huge reasons I really wanted to travel around the US, getting a chance to catch up with friends and family who I haven't seen for quite some time. I actually got to catch up with a buddy who I met in Baltimore years back. We were studying together for the CFA exams. He was passing through Austin, so got to catch up. That was good. And another friend who I missed his wedding here just a few months back. He got married in India. I got to grab drinks and appetizers with him and his wife. Really good times catching up with good friends. Their wedding, actually, I saw some photos and it looked like it was a pretty cool event. So congrats to them if they see this. Now, one of the other big reasons I'm on this adventure is I'm getting to meet new people along the way. So at the park and preserve that I'm staying at, the campsite host or hosts, I swung by yesterday, late afternoon, early evening. All the other campers had gone. It's now the work week. I talked with the camp hosts for a while. It was George, Scarlett, and their dog, Shugi. They actually invited me to stay for a warm meal, which was great. I think I spoke with them for maybe 2 hours. A wealth of information. They know a lot about birds, the wildlife. I think they said they've seen over 600 different types of birds, so pretty impressive. They also have a YouTube channel as well, so that's always interesting to connect. They do dolphin tours, boating tours. I'll link to that down in the description below. But yeah, it's been an adventure to say the least. I plan on even meeting up with someone who I haven't met before. They reached out online before I came down this way, and they said that they're I could maybe do some free laundry at their place, so we'll see how that goes. And right now I'm spending some time at a free charging station. It's at a library here in the northern part of Austin. It's the area is called Pflugerville. So I'll probably be here 5-6 hours getting a slow charge. It's a charge point station, and this is my first time using it. I think they do mostly paid places, but I signed up and this one's free. But yeah, it's working out quite well. Going forward, I plan on sticking around here for a week, maybe 2. I'm going to go down to Houston to visit some more friends, and then I'm going to slowly make my way out to Phoenix, Arizona to visit another friend. So if any of y'all are around this area, that area, feel free to reach out. Let me know if you have any questions. I'd just really appreciate it if you tap the like button down below, as well as subscribe. This is a pretty grand adventure so far, and yeah, I like sharing what I learn. So I'll see you down the road.